You haven't started yet, have you?
No, I've got about 5 minutes.
Okay, just a minute, sure.
Oh, no problem. Lighter trees. Oh, hey, welcome to Monks Alive. I'm just sitting over here being lazy, listening to music, and not paying attention to what's going on in the world. But welcome, glad you're here. And I have some really cool guests today. We even have a rock star that's going to be with us that, if we really work on it, may just perform a song for us. But all right, before we get into that, though, I do want to give you just a little clip of what is going to be coming out this Friday and Friday's video. But this video this week is really, I've had a lot of people asking me about, taking photography and videos on the trail. How do we do it? And there's a lot of technical junk in there that I'm really not going to talk about in this video, but I'm just going to talk about a few of the things that we do and why we do it. But let me just share this little clip with you. composition is the key. It's the way you tell your story through video or through photos. And in order to record and to preserve your experiences out on the trail, think about what story you're wanting to tell. And often the trail will reveal its own surprises. You might shoot a whole sequence and not even realize there's a treasure. That you've captured. Until you get it back and start looking at it. All these buzzards were flying. But then out of the forest, flying low, came a bald eagle.
Wow.
Well, that was it.
Very nice. Very nice.
Thank you. You know, I was out there and I really didn't see it. I did the drone flight. I'm watching my screen on the drone. I'm flying over, and then I got it back in and I'm putting it on the, my editing software. And I said, wait a minute, what is that? That's not a buzzard. And I blew it up, and then all of a sudden you see, here's this eagle that just comes out of the forest and flies in and then goes right back into it. That fast, a glimpse. Hey, it's good to see y'all. We got Matt,
Yeah.
we got Nicole. Nicole, it's good to see you. How's Tim?
Good. He's good. He's upstairs in his office.
He can come too. He can come and join us.
He's actually doing some training with Japan tonight.
Oh, well, he's okay. Well, let him make some money. You can do some more nights. And then you have somebody with you that's a very close friend of mine. So
Yeah.
who is this?
Hey.
Hi, Harry.
I really miss you, Danny.
I miss being able to go and visit with you. We were going to have a great hike.
Hey, Max.
Hey, Max.
I can't see my hands waving there. That's good, Harry. That's good.
Harry and I have done some hikes together before.
Yeah.
He didn't even try to get into my bear bag.
Well, we actually had two hikes before. Two hikes. One at Picture Rocks and one on Cumberland Island.
That's right. That's right. Great fun. We didn't have to worry about bears at Cumberland Island,
No.
except the famous one.
That's right.
And I didn't
Yeah.
know you were a rock star.
Oh, no.
Do you have something for us?
He gets very nervous whenever he, has to do it on the spot. So,
Okay. Well, when he's ready, when you're ready, Harry, you just let us know. And the floor is yours.
oh gosh.
Well, how is everybody doing?
Well, I'm good.
Good. Good.
Still haven't got out, but I'm good.
Well, your video's good. Looks like you've got a really good connection, and so yeah,
Yeah. Hope
it's
it
going
stays
well.
that way.
Okay. And Nicole,
Been
I have
doing
enjoyed
doing
your video.
good. It was kind of difficult last week because we lost our bird, Heinz. You know,
Yes.
I saw that coming. I knew he was old, but you're never ready for it. So
No.
when he passed away, we buried him out back, and I got a nice little headstone.
Oh,
And
nice.
yeah, kind of spray slid it because I don't want the cement to crumble. And yeah, so that was a little bit tough because he's been with us for 25 years. So
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They
yeah,
really do. They just become part of the family. They really just become part of it.
they do.
They do.
And he was
They
super,
do.
super fun, super intelligent. And a
Yeah.
few years ago, he even flew out the door. He was missing for 9 days. And yeah, we thought that he was a goner back then, but we placed an ad in the paper and somebody actually found him.
What now? Did
So
he just fly to them,
That's
or how did
good.
they? How did you get him back?
well, they just called us and they said that they have a cockatiel, and it landed on their farm. And knowing there aren't too many cockatiels just flying around, tropical birds, they called
Oh,
because they saw the ad and they said, this fits your description of your cockatiel. You might want to come and check it out. And sure enough,
you got Heinz back again.
yeah. So that's when
Yeah.
he was just
Oh,
a
that's
young
good.
baby. He was probably 1 year old at that time.
Wow. Wow.
So
Yeah.
that was in 1999. And ever since then, we took him everywhere. He even went to the casino in Vegas. We had him at the Circus Casino out there. And just traveled, all over together. And it was great.
Yeah. Yeah. My granddaughter, she had a cockatiel. So I liked him. I'm trying to remember what his name was. Charlie, I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. They get
Yeah.
pretty old, I guess.
Yes.
Now we only have Big Mike, our cat. We have him left, but he's kind of old, He's 16. So,
Yeah.
but other than
Now,
that, all is good, Tim has to work some extra hours right now. That was something we didn't plan, or else we would actually be out with you right now.
yeah.
So,
Yeah. Disappointing, but understanding. I mean, no.
yeah,
Yeah.
that really was very disappointing. And
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. We were going to go to Colorado and hike in the northern part of Colorado. I really was looking forward to it, but hey, we'll have another
Yeah.
chance.
yeah, I hope so. So. It doesn't have to be Colorado. It can be anywhere, as far as I'm concerned.
Yes. Now,
So,
and you were down at Red River Gorge. Was that recently? I mean,
yeah, last weekend, Saturday through
Okay.
Sunday.
all right.
It's not very far. It just takes us, I think, 3.5 hours.
Oh,
So, it's like a weekend. It's great for the weekend. And Hoot on the Trail, he had mentioned it a day before, and I wasn't sure that we could actually do it because Tim's work schedule, and then he wasn't feeling quite well. But then when we got up Saturday, he felt better, and I said, "Hey, we're driving down right now." So it was like last minute.
okay. Okay.
Yeah, last minute
Yeah.
trips are good.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. Yeah. It looked fun. I sent Hoot a note
Yeah.
on his
I
channel.
mean, Yeah, I saw that, and he's just like the type of person that you could just sit and watch and have. That's just entertainment right there, you know.
Yes. And then you had somebody new, didn't you? Was there someone that I didn't read?
Yeah, that was Mitch, and I guess he lives right here, like 15 minutes from our house, and I never even knew about him. So
How about that?
backpacking with Mitch.
And I subscribed to his channel too, so I just
Yeah,
went ahead and
so
sent him a note. So,
yeah, I guess apparently he hasn't published anything in a year now
yeah.
because he's kind of, I think, burned out on the videos, you know, but really nice guy. So we really had a good time.
Yeah.
Seems like
Sounds like me. Haven't made a video
Yeah.
in months.
Well, you've done some, you know, you've done your little videos that are nice.
Eh, yeah.
yeah.
Well, I just did that little one. That's all I've done this
Yeah.
year. It's been so hot. Been so
Oh,
hot, and the thunderstorms. Yeah.
no.
We
That
had a
makes,
thunderstorm here last night. What's that,
yeah.
Nicole?
I said that makes it really difficult to, you know, get out and with the heat, you know, you got to choose your destination carefully. I mean, you
Yes.
don't want to risk it.
Yeah.
So,
No. That's what Kevin is just saying. It's too hot in his area right now. He lives in Texas, and
oh
hiking with
gosh,
Jack.
yeah.
So yeah, it's hot in Texas.
Yeah, we're supposed to get up near 100 again this next week. So, jeez.
No, oh no.
Yep, I just noticed that on ours. Let's see, pull it up here. Saturday and Sunday's 101.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're gonna send it up
Yeah.
to you, Nicole. Send it up to Indiana.
Yeah. It's actually it's going to be in the 70s this week, but then get to 90, and that usually it gets up to about 95, but that's where it ends, you know, here.
I'm good into the 80s, but when it starts getting into the 90s, it's just, ooh,
That's miserable, yeah.
yeah. Just too old for that.
Yeah, I know. And I mean, in here you've got the high humidity, so it's like you go for a walk in the morning and you can get this moist film on your skin, you know, just from the humidity. It's wow.
Yes,
Yeah.
which is sort
Well,
of a good segue. This shirt,
Yeah.
a buddy of mine, he just finished the Appalachian Trail, and I watched him the whole trail, and he wore the same shirt for 5.5 months. It was one of these.
yeah.
His was a Patagonia. This one is made by a company called Blackstrap. Blackstrap, and it's USA made. It's a sun shirt, and it's designed to breathe, and it stretches. It's real stretchy material.
Nice.
It's designed to breathe. It's got a hood on it, and
Yeah.
it UPF 50 protection. So
Wow.
it protects your arms, and then at the same time, it's cool. It breathes. And it's micro.
Yeah,
What do you
it's
call that?
same-
Microbacterial.
It's a microfiber. Yeah, it's a microfiber. Very lightweight, and I wear long sleeves all the time just to keep the sun off my arms. That
Yeah.
way I only have to put the sunscreen on my face and my neck, my ears.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Nicole doesn't have to worry about her ears. She's got a natural block there.
I
in your
do,
hair.
I do, and the hoodies are great. You know, Tim loves them, but I made the mistake on my last Colorado hike, which is also where I got COVID last year. It happened all at once, and I wore my hoodie on the trail and wasn't thinking about my hair. and it got really tangled from being in the under, like,
Oh, yeah.
and by the end of the 2 days backpacking, my hair was in such bad shape that it was like all over here. And
And
it, it was like a bird's nest, and I couldn't get through it. I don't know how it got there, and I had COVID, and my ears were shut. My nose was, I had a bad cough, and Tim was just looking at me, and he goes, "You're never going to get through that hair. You might as well just cut it off." And I spent like, 2 hours trying to get through it all, and I used my leave-in conditioner, and it was just such a pain. So I learned if I'm going to wear my hoodie, I have to tie my hair back first.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you didn't cut
I
it
don't
off.
have that problem. I don't have to tie my hair back.
Yeah, obviously you don't.
Max's hair, the roots are growing out of it though. The roots are growing through his
Yeah.
face.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Max, your shirt
Yeah.
is showing.
I just don't like when I get a beard in my ears. That's gross.
Oh,
Yeah,
I know what you mean, and I go over Tim's ears all the time. I handle that part. You can't really hear me now, but I was trying to like shave his eyebrows last weekend, and I have these little nose hair trimmers, and I turned it on, and I go like, "Meow," and it just dies, and the front part fell right off. And I'm like, Tim, I mean, your eyebrows are so coarse that the nose hair trimmer just gets stuck in it, So bad.
I was afraid you were going to say that you shaved them off.
No.
Oh goodness.
Yeah. Hey, you shouldn't have made Tim throw his hat away. It was just starting to get worn in perfectly.
Yeah, so that was crazy. And I think birds were nesting up there.
I like them when they get ragged on the front. That makes them look.
So the gap
It makes them look.
and these like, fringes were hanging off, and I think some roaches were looking out. I don't know. It was just horrible.
Little trolls. Little trolls in there.
When you see a ragged hat, you know it was loved. Because it was worn to death.
And it's actually, I got that at the Rocky Mountains for $12.95. It was really cheap. And I got it for myself on a solo trip. And I bring it back here, and I was looking for it, and I look at Tim, and he's wearing it. So I'm like, well, I kind of got that for myself, because he has 5 other hats. But no, it has to be this one. And he just loved it. He really loved that hat, and wore it until it fell apart. And I said, I'm going to get you a new one if we do make it back out there next time, so.
Okay.
Well, you could tell that hat was loved.
It was.
Does he still have it though? Did you really throw it away?
Yeah, it got tossed.
Oh no! poor guy. Oh my. Yeah.
I know.
Oh goodness. Well, I was watching OG, who has the sun shirt. He was hiking in Grandfather Mountain there in North Carolina, which I hiked several times.
Right.
But his latest video, he hiked Grandfather Mountain. That's a challenging hike. You probably go up half a dozen ladders that you've got to climb to get to the next section, and then you climb another section of ladders, and it's about a little over 5,000 feet up.
Wow.
Grandfather Mountain. But it's it's up there. But he did it. But the last I hiked it once, 3 years ago. And when I did, I got to the top of the mountain and the wind grabbed my old Tilly hat and blew it away.
Oh no. Yeah, I think we talked about
Yeah,
that once.
Yeah.
yeah, you have.
So
That
I asked him if he would look for it for me. I see Harry sneaking in.
I see Harry sneaking in there. He must be going to sing, huh?
yeah, that hurts when you lose a perfectly good item that you like that.
Yeah. Elevation gain, I think it's around a, I'll get this wrong. Kevin's asking what the elevation gain is. I think it's around 2,000 feet of climbing
That's
to get
quite
up top of that
bit.
mountain. It's a challenging hike. I mean, it's a challenging climb to get up there. As you, it's a lot of it is straight up. You just climbing those ladders, climb them, get off of one, get on the next one, and climb it.
I, I don't think I could do that. I'm not good with exposure, like
Have enough trouble with steps, let alone ladders.
yeah, that. Oh gosh, yeah, I get dizzy.
Yeah, yeah. There's some ladders in Maine that are just rebar that's nailed into the
Yeah.
Oh,
side of the face. So you have
Have
to
you
climb
I'd be
it.
wearing gloves.
Have you been to Arcadia National Park?
Yeah, it's pretty. It's
Okay,
beautiful.
I haven't been to that one yet.
Yeah, you need to do that. That's beautiful.
Wow.
Um, yeah, Connie and I, we did a trip. That was about 4 years ago. Our granddaughter was going to Spain for a study abroad semester, and she was flying out of JFK. So we went up to New York City, um, took her to the airport, and then we went north. We went up, went to New England, went to New Hampshire, went whale watching. That was really cool.
Oh yeah, I would love to go there, especially in the
Yeah,
fall sometime.
yeah, yeah. You love it. And Acadia is just beautiful, really neat.
Yeah.
So, and the LL Bean store, we went there. So
not, not to be missed.
not to be missed. Bangor, Maine. Uh,
Nice.
Bang, Banger has a detective. He's retired now, but he was on the police department, and he had a blog, and it was hilarious. It was awesome to read his stories. He put them in Facebook, and so one of his blogs he talked about the duck of justice, and it was the stuffed mallard duck,
Oh, okay.
and a lawyer had it, and the lawyer just threw it out in the trash. And so he found it, and he went back and said, don't you want this? And he said, no, I threw it away. So I'm taking it. So he took it into the police department, and they set it up, and it's called the Duck of Justice. And they have a little museum, and they have this thing on display. It has really beautiful oak base and a glass covering for this Duck of Justice.
Wow, that's cool.
And it became so popular that people from around the world come to Bangor, Maine to see the Duck of Justice. And they have a log to sign in, visitor's log. You look at it, there's people from the Netherlands and from Germany and from England and from Japan and from all over the world for the Duck of
Hi,
Justice.
Harry.
That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't.
But just think, Harry, people would do that for you too. They would come from around the world to see Harry.
Well, that might be okay there.
And to hear you sing.
Oh, I don't know. I I'm pretty lousy at it, actually.
I thought
I
what
think a
you
lot
had
of
on
people go to YouTube to watch Harry.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a tough one, on my videos. It's like, do I use him and maybe turn some people away? Do I use him in every video and scare people, or do I just use him occasionally and scare some people away? And make the ones that enjoy it, that I make them happy, but I like tick off the rest of them that don't like it. So
Yeah, you can't make
Yeah.
everybody happy.
he just like, these are important decisions.
They're very life changing. But I think Harry's a star. I just think he is.
Yeah,
I enjoy seeing.
that's
Oh
great.
man.
He's definitely part of your channel, Nicole.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yep. Yeah. And then Tim is just getting a little bit risque a little bit every once in a while. But that's all right.
Oh, he says he says the worst stuff just like that, and I'm like,
Oh
should I
my.
cut that out like right in the beginning of my video every time? That's what she said. Like I'm filming my very beginning of this video, and then I have to do everything over again, and it's just, I don't know. He can't control it.
Oh, it's funny. It's funny. My
Yeah.
brother Jim's online, so just got to say hi to Jim. There, James Paul. He has I don't know what you call it, a home for young men that they come there and live with him, and after a while, then they go back, work back out. But it's good to. He's got such a great heart, and and he's my next. I think I've said this before. He's my next older brother. He's 3 years older than me, and
Okay.
we really grew up together. He
I
was
think the
he
great.
was one of the,
I think the heart runs in the family, Dan.
well, I appreciate that. He's, now, when my teachers, because I was the youngest, and so especially my fourth, fifth, and sixth grade teacher was the same teacher. I had her 3 years, and I don't know who drove who crazy, her, but in the fourth grade, I remember her saying, why can't you be like Roger, who's my oldest, or Ricky? It was Roger, Randy, then Ricky, and then Mickey, and then James Paul, and then me. She said, why can't you be like Roger, Rick, or James Paul? Why do you have to be like Randy or Mickey? And I said, well, it skips every other one.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's my buddy, and we did a lot of traveling together. He kept me out of a lot of
That makes
things that I probably
it
should. Oh me. Hey Max, I got a
so
question
good.
for you. Your
What
shirt
was that?
showed. Your shirt. What? Who
Yeah.
made
What
that?
about
Who
made this?
The sun shirt. The sun shirt that you showed.
Oh, that's a Hanes.
Hanes. Okay.
It's
Okay.
Hanes. Yeah.
Very good.
Nice.
Yeah.
But
It
it's always-
doesn't have a hood though. There's no hood on it. Usually, I just wear a what do you call the thing that goes around your neck? Forget what that's called.
Like a
A little gaiter type thing around your neck.
I call it a neck gaiter.
That keeps the sun
Yeah,
off my neck.
Somewhere. I usually soak it in water, and then I'll put it on my neck.
Yeah. Yeah.
That helps. Yeah. A
Yeah,
buff.
mine's made out of the same material as that shirt, and it's quite cool. Doesn't make me very hot at all.
That's good. That's good. And Nicole, you're still doing your um, hammocking.
Yeah, well, I think it works better for Tim than it does for me, honestly.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, it's great. I can do okay for a nap in it, but it seems to bother me to spend the whole night because my neck has problems, and
Oh,
I have some circulation issues with my legs, so they start falling asleep easily, when I'm not level. And in the
yeah,
hammock, it seems like I'm always a little bit sloped, and
Yeah.
after the whole night in it, I just couldn't get comfortable with my neck because I was always kind of propped up.
yeah.
And um, Tim, he said he slept great, where I didn't so much. So I don't know if it's just my body or personal preference, but I seem to do better when I'm on my pad in the tent than in the
Yeah.
hammock.
I
Yeah.
So,
Well, they do make lay flat hammocks. I've got one. It made by
okay.
Haven. That one has a pad in it that holds it flat,
Oh, okay. Yes.
and it's just an inflated pad that fits inside it. I've had it in a couple of my videos, and very comfortable to sleep in. It's like sleeping in a tent because you're flat, but you get the floating on air of a hammock. So
So that would probably work better for me. Yeah.
yeah,
I could see the
yeah.
advantage
But
of a
I use both. I use both hammock and tent. So when I
I could
use
see
them,
the
Right. Yeah.
advantage of a hammock would be you'd always have a level lay. Where in a tent, sometimes it's hard to find a level spot.
That's true. Yeah.
yeah,
So, I mean, for instance, we couple of times we just went to the Charleston Wilderness and kind of, picked a spot in the middle of the woods.
Yeah, yeah, I do that a lot.
yeah,
And the hammock is perfect for that. You can pretty much find two trees that it works with. So, and I like the mosquito netting on top because you can always go in there, take a nap, and be safe from any mosquitoes. That's great.
yeah.
That
That's
is true.
true.
Mm.
Yeah, you know where to get a
The only
very
thing I don't. Oh, go ahead, Dan. I'm sorry, I was stepping on you there.
you know where I have found that I can always find a level spot for sleeping.
Well,
It's
that's good.
in a graveyard.
Where's that?
In a cemetery.
Oh, yeah, true.
When I was doing the Cherokee Trail, there were a couple of times when, I was out in the middle of nowhere and it was these country cemeteries, and I looked in there and I thought, wow, that looks nice. So I went and joined them. I just
Gave you a
hung out
taste
with
of
everybody.
what's yet to come.
Yeah. Did you
Holy,
know how many people were dead in that cemetery?
I think all but one. I hope.
Yeah. Yep. Say all of them but you.
I think all but one. So yeah,
Did anybody haunt you?
no,
Anybody
I
haunt you during the night? Oh, okay. Well,
I
that's good.
slept. I slept like the dead.
Oh yeah, I knew you were going there.
Oh my.
Do you have any upcoming adventures planned?
I don't. I am now I'm trying to rethink. I do have a project planned that I'm starting this week to finish out all this space in here. I'm going to put in new walls, new ceilings, um,
Okay.
adore in for MySpace. And I think I might do a video of that just for a share since I'm not
Yeah.
getting out.
Yeah, that would.
But then I'd like to go maybe up to Isle Royale again.
Yeah, that would be
So
particularly great with the fall coming. Coming
yeah,
up there.
yeah, yeah. I'm thinking I might do that, and then just trying to figure out when is a good time. But
Yeah.
and then now your Indiana trip, the Indiana gathering is next month.
That the one Chris is doing is going to be the last weekend in October.
October. Okay.
And yeah,
October.
and the one at Red River Gorge that I'm organizing, it's Columbus Day weekend at Red River Gorge. And then
I'm
we
usually
are
hibernating.
we actually are going to go back to Pictured Rocks in October.
Oh.
I officially booked that. So
My brother says that he
Oh, I
couldn't
love
sleep in a cemetery. They all talk too much.
oh yeah, I don't know if I could do it.
They talk a lot, but it's muffled. They're really quiet. I recommend it. It's great. Let's see. So you said Pictured Rocks again.
Yeah, we have that booked for the middle of October. So that should
Okay.
be prime fall colors up there. So I'm looking forward to
Oh.
seeing the fall colors.
Yeah, that'll be pretty. That'll be pretty.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep. Pumped about that. And then we got hopefully a big bus trip here in September for my birthday coming up.
Good.
So yeah.
I don't have
That'll be-
birthdays anymore. Yeah. I'm gonna stay 72. I'm not gonna get any older.
There you go.
Awesome.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good plan.
So I'm always gonna look like this. I'm not gonna look any older.
Right.
I won't allow it. Won't allow it. Yeah.
Um,
I wish that worked that way.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be great?
Actually, I'd back up to about 35. But I don't
Yeah,
think I'm
I
going
don't
to get
know.
that either.
I'm not sure. I think I don't want to go back.
Yeah.
It wasn't that fun. To be real honest, it was not that fun. It was- oh me.
Yeah, I know. Maybe 45-ish.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think
I like it right.
my best years for hiking were in my 35 range. Not now.
Yeah, I hear
Very
you.
short hikes. Just-
Mine was probably 35 as well, but where I was hiking,
Yeah.
I wasn't having a lot of fun. You know, it's not
Oh.
when grizzlies aren't the thing that I worry about. it's the call. I always thought they were bees, and then I found out they weren't bees. They're just going zzz, zzz, around, and it see the sparks off the ground. And you think, wait a minute, that's not a bee. That's somebody shooting at me. That's not
Damn.
fun. Oh my.
Yeah, I know. Our bodies aren't getting any younger, right?
Yeah.
It's
No.
okay. I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. What about
Hey,
you,
Harry.
Harry?
There he is again.
Yeah. I turned 11. No, 12.
And there you go.
I'm 12.
Okay. Okay. Now, what are bear years equivalent to
Now
human
that
years?
probably makes me at least 50. Oh, brother. Oh, I'm
Oh,
old. Old and wise.
yes. You are wise. You're wise beyond your years.
Yeah. Oh, Harry don't hibernate in the winter though, does he? He goes hiking.
That's because they feed me here. So. Yeah, we talked about that in the beginning. He wanted to hibernate, and Tim was like, "You can't be serious. Inside of a warm house, you get meals, and so what is it you're hibernating for?"
Because, because he's
Just
sleeping.
because.
Well,
That's why I like
I do take a few more naps in the winter. I nap more.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like my
But you
after.
gotta keep the old body lubricated and get out and move it.
When I was on the Appalachian Trail, every day at 2 o'clock, wherever I was at, I would just lay down on the side of the trail and take my nap.
Oh, that's nice.
And people would walk by, and I'd hear them, and somebody would say, "Is he okay?" And I said, "Yeah, that's just Monk. That's just Monk. He's just taking his nap." I'd take 20 minutes, go again.
Yeah, that helps. A little nap helps.
Yep. Oh my, stretch my back out.
Yeah, I think I've taken a nap once on the trail, and I just leaned up against a tree. The next thing I knew, I was asleep, and I woke up. And I was looking at about 5 feet away at a deer. It's just standing there. A fawn deer, a yearling. It's just standing there looking at me.
Very nice.
And had the same experience in a tent, but with a moose, and he was about 5 feet away too. And
Oh no.
that got me a little worried. There was a big bull moose standing right outside my tent.
Oh my, oh my.
But the deer was cool
Oh wow.
because I just woke up and there's this fawn deer standing there just looking at me, twitching her ears. That was it.
Oh, that's nice.
Well,
Yeah, that would.
that beats black bear right outside your tent looking at you like we had happen.
Yeah,
Now that was in my younger years. I think I was about 15, 16 years old when that happened.
Oh man.
that would get your attention for a black bear or a bear to be scratching around
That
outside.
would. Yes, that would.
That changed my my whole feeling about looking out my tent. What I can see when I look out. Oh,
Yeah, it's amazing, what you think. That little thin wall. If I can't see it, then I'm
Yeah.
okay. I'm protected.
yeah. Scary stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Well, that's why I call hammocks bear tacos.
Yeah.
Yep.
That actually happened in the Smokies not too long ago. So,
Yeah.
Some family was camping there, and a girl was sleeping in her hammock, and a bear attacked her. in the hammock.
Attacked. Ooh.
Yeah, and they had to take her out with helicopter and all that. And I don't know if they cooked any meat or anything like that. I have no idea what caused it, but it's scary.
Ah.
Yeah.
Was it a grizz or was it a black bear?
Back there. Yeah.
Black
Yeah, there's
bear.
no grizzly.
Those Smoky Mountain black bears are pretty unpredictable.
Very, yeah. The Smoky Mountain ones where they've gotten acclimated to people.
Yeah,
They're and then they'll take them and they'll relocate them, but they find their way back.
right.
And
Yeah,
that they
yeah. I mean, when that
Yeah.
bear, and it was a black bear at Pictured Rocks that harassed us, and I reported it to the park ranger, and then he said, "Oh, yeah, well, he will calm down in the winter." That was his answer, and I'm like, "Are you kidding?" I mean, yeah, he will calm down because they hibernate in the winter, but he will just come back the next year and keep doing until somebody gets hurt, you know. So,
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh man. Tony's online from Stone Wolf Outdoors. So it's good to see Tony.
Stonewall.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tony was this last winter. He was down. I think was it Utah, New Mexico. He was southwest, and then when summer came on, he went up to Washington State. I think he's in Washington State now. So
Oh, nice. Wow, that's so beautiful up there.
yeah, but every place is. You know, I just when you got
Yeah.
your video, Arizona, Yuma, Arizona was where he was at. It was amazing. But you know, Nicole, your videos from Utah just have me. I just got to go there and see some of them.
Yeah, we're actually
Oh.
on my birthday trip. We hope to spend a couple of days in the Moab area because we're kind of breaking it up. So I just love that area. There's so much you can do even outside of the national parks. You know, if you don't want to deal with those crowds like at Arches or, you know, Canyonlands, it gets pretty busy. So, but there's so much you can do just outside of the national parks right there that people don't even know about, and you won't ever see anyone out there, you know.
That would be
Yeah,
nice.
really nice. Yeah.
That would be nice.
And
Those
Capitol
rocks.
Reef National Park, it's great. It's
Yeah,
yeah.
they look like the rocks are just liquid, like they're just poured. You know, and they-
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and actually feeling them, you know, when you're just walking through, that's amazing.
Huh?
I think my all-time favorite solo backpacking that I did was Coyote Gulch out there at Escalante National Monument.
Mm.
That was so incredible.
Yeah. Isn't the wave
Wow.
down there someplace?
It's I think near Page, Arizona, on the border.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I haven't done that.
Yeah,
I
I've
haven't
never
done that
been there,
one.
but I've seen some videos with it. They're beautiful.
Me too.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I've never been anywhere like you guys. I'm one of those local hikers that kind of just sticks to what he knows, and that's this area.
That's fine, you know.
when you're living in the middle of heaven, that's
I get a little worn out after these trips. I'm a little worn out, but then I gotta go at it again, you know, if I had a break.
yeah.
So
I think if I would just pick my choice, I think Wyoming would probably be where I would.
yeah, it's pretty awesome.
I know I love it.
There's so many beautiful places, though. It's so hard to say, you know. So,
Yeah.
They really are. Really are. Yeah. I'm trying to decide for 2025 what I'm going to be doing, but I know that whatever it is, I've got to get in shape. So I'm going to take this whole 2024 and I'm going to be hitting the gym, and I'm going to get back into really, good shape. That's what I hope to do, so that I can
oh, wow. Yeah.
knock out a few thousand miles. It's what I'm
Ooh.
hoping. Maybe a couple of thousand.
Yeah, no.
Good for him.
But that will probably be my last big hike that I will
Yeah.
do, and then I'll do the more the 3 to 5 mile hike.
Yeah.
But I keep
Yeah.
Nicole, when you're hiking, I always make a list and say, okay, I got to go there. I gotta go there.
Great.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
And Nicole does go some beautiful places. I'll tell you that.
Yes. Yeah. I'm really tempted. I don't know if I could take it or not. But I'm really tempted to try Red River and join you guys for Red River.
That would be awesome. I know, would be. There are so many people that just come from all over. It's amazing, you know.
Yeah.
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 It's just, I never thought when we first did that last year, I never would have imagined that many people would show up from so far away.
Yeah. You know if Jason will come again this year? Or, do you know?
Yeah, it is.
He is? Okay.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
Jason is going to be there, and then we have Unlikely Hiker. She's coming from New York State.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we got Following Walker's World. He will be there.
Well, I'd like to see Carl.
Of course, Senior Hiker will be there, and Kevin, I think, will be there.
Okay.
And I do know that Tanya Browning is coming, Chris and Ryan. And it was such a big group. Jason Kentucky, Jeremiah Stringer, John Kelly, Chris Coney. I think they are all planning on coming back.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, that sounds. Yeah, Chris would be fun to hike with too. He and I have talked about trying to do something. Maybe that'll be
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, and RBA Hiker Girl, she's gonna be back.
Okay.
Wow.
So will there be room? I mean,
Oh yeah. The Hanson's Point, you know, there's so much room for either hammocking or tenting, and you've got several different areas where you can set up as you get closer to the end of, the lookout point. You've got a lot of different areas you can camp in.
and that's Columbus Day weekend.
Yeah, the 6th through the 8th of October.
Okay.
So some people showing up the day before, like some people will be there the 7th, I think, in the evening. Because the parking gets pretty busy that weekend, so we always try to get there early Friday mornings just so we can get a good parking spot.
Okay. Okay. Very fine. Well, I'll see what I can. I have to be back. The only thing I have in October right now, other than if I do Isle Royal, is I have a speaking engagement on the 19th that I've got to be at. But beyond that,
Yeah.
so, yeah, sounds wonderful. Sounds wonderful.
Yeah, it was fun. I think my face was frozen from laughing that whole weekend. I was like, and that's what she said. It's just
You got to control Tim. He's out of control.
That whole group is, a blast.
Yes, literally.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that'll be fun. Yeah, I'll try.
Tool Quest are coming.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Well, that would be good. That would be good. Yeah, Johnny and Colleen, they want to come back on the show with you, and so we got to get all that put together.
Yeah,
too.
that would be great.
I will not have. I think for the next 2 weeks, I will not be on Monks Alive because I'll be tearing the whole studio apart as I put in walls, ceilings, and I won't.
Yeah.
Unless we do it with a tin can and a string, I won't be able to talk to folks.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
Well,
Yeah,
look forward to see what your studio looks like when you get it done.
when I get it all finished, I'll do a whole thing. Yeah, because it's pretty exciting right now. There is nothing in here other than it is all piled up.
It looks good.
You really don't see much of it. You only can see
Yeah.
it. Here, let me show you. I'll pull this camera off and let you see it. Here we go. All right, here we go. This is pretty fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey.
See that part? Looking over here.
Yeah.
It's a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cameras can lie.
Yeah.
Cameras lie.
Yeah. Well, you don't see much of this room either, so
Oh, goodness.
I just straight down the middle. That's it.
Yep. Oh,
There's
my.
shelves on one side and a bench on the other. That's it.
When this is all done, there will be shelves, some more shelves over here, I think, on this side, and then over here on this side, I've got a big screen television to put up so that I can edit and see what it looks like on TV
Yeah.
and that kind of thing. So, yeah. But Tony's tent is a huge mess after his last trip. But I try not to be envious of, because Tony, sort of all three of you guys, you know, Nicole, you guys, you get out on some of these amazing spaces. Max lives in heaven, so you know you guys follow me. And then Tony, his trips are just spectacular. Yeah.
Now, I
All
might
right.
be in heaven, but I've been pretty much on one cloud here for a while. So I got to
It's
get
getting
out
close.
and explore a little bit of heaven before fall. So
Yeah. I loved your video with the drones and all the
I
drone
did
shots.
too, yeah.
yeah, that was a collection of some of my drone videos since I first got it. So.
Yeah.
And then I haven't used it since I almost lost it that one day. So I need to get it out again, but a little nervous.
Well, I was really surprised with that video that I showed at the beginning. I had an opening between the trees, if I get my hands around, about like that. And I never worry about sending it out. I worry about getting it back.
Yeah.
Because
It makes
so I flew it out, and then I flew it down the lake, and it went around that bend. And then as I was flying back, that's when all the buzzards. And this place, if there's a dam there, and there's a weird an overflow, and the buzzards own that overflow.
wow.
There
Oh,
probably
yeah.
there's probably 100. There's probably 100 buzzards hanging out there, and they just like they're having fun. You know, they're just soaring. And so I'm flying with them, and they don't care. And then I came back around, and I got it to where I could see it, and I flew it right back into myself, and it worked. It worked pretty good.
Scary, scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my.
Yeah,
Well,
when mine just took off on me and started flying off on its own, and I couldn't control it, that scared the scared the daylights out of me. I wasn't going to get it back. Then finally I got control of it, and I turned it right around and brought it straight back.
Brought it back.
And then right when I got it back, I run out of battery. And that's when it dropped about the last 30 feet and landed in a sagebrush and didn't break a thing.
Yeah.
I was lucky.
Amazing. Wow.
Wow.
Because
Well, guys,
it just
it-
quit and it just fell like a brick.
Yeah.
Oh, brother.
It is. Well, it is probably time to land this thing.
Yeah.
It's after 6 o'clock. And
Yeah. Well,
anybody have any?
got an hour and hour and 12 minutes. That's not bad.
Yeah.
At least I
But I do wanna
managed
be-
to stay on for an hour and 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh me. Well,
Thank you for
it-
having us.
Yeah.
What's that, Nicole?
Oh, nice seeing all of you.
Thank you for having us on here.
yeah. Thank you, Ball.
Yeah.
You and Harry and Max for coming on. I really do appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. I'm just
I-
gonna shut this down and go have a beer on the deck. How's that?
that's hey, why not? Why not? Good for you. I am going to. I don't know what I'm going to. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go cook some steaks. So
Huh?
for Connie.
That's good.
Yeah, we do that. We try to do that once a week. So, and today's today. So anyway,
Awesome.
good to see y'all.
Very
Stay safe.
enjoyable, guys.
Stay healthy. Stay on the path.
Yeah.
God bless.
Oh,
Bye-bye.
bye all.
Good night.